unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, I do. Hey, Scorpio, aka Hercules. I think you guys need to remember that you're the child of Zeus, the god of all gods. I feel like a lot of you remember that. A lot of Scorpios went into a big self-reflection mode that no one knew about. It's kind of like Scorpios dropped off the face of the astrological earth and they went within and they did their work way ahead of everyone else. Way ahead of all these eclipses, way ahead of anything that we could have ever planned for. Why? Because they're Hercules. And Zeus is their father, the god of all gods. And they drank the milk of Hera. Even though she was deceived into feeding Hercules, or whatever the story is. That's not your problem, Scorpio. That's not your problem. You're taking back what's yours. There's something so beautiful about knowing yourself. It's something so beautiful about sitting back and really analyzing every aspect of yourself, every aspect of every emotion that comes through, and then being like, wait, I actually don't like that, so I want it out. And doing it oh so gracefully, because Scorpios aren't bitter anymore. I don't really feel like you guys are bitter or looking to fight or looking to find revenge. You guys kind of know how karma works at this point. You remember how this shit works. Because as above, so below, which is the theme of your whole July energy reading. As above, so below. You understand that whatever is happening around you, whatever is happening in your external world, is because it's a projection of what's happening inside. This is a understanding that Scorpios have came into back in June and didn't tell nobody. Because for what? Oh yeah, because everyone is acting fucking stupid, that's why. And you understand that you can't waste your time anymore on situations that kind of just I could tell you off again, but do I gotta tell you off how many times until you understand? You know what I'm saying? Hercules drank the milk of Hera, but she was deceived into doing it. So with that, wouldn't that push a lot of hate onto Hercules? Because that's what humans do. They tend to hate on things that are innocent and had nothing to do with what happened. Who told Hercules that he couldn't drink from Hera? He was just drinking his food. He was getting his food. So what Scorpio is understanding is that I'm not defined by my past. I'm not defined by what happened to me then. I'm only what I am now. And the people that I'm attracting, or were attracting, were leeches. And you guys really understand that. You really understand that the people that you were attracting were leeches. Because you had to go through a meditational sort of time where you really thought about every single fiber of being around you. You had to think about it. And you did. Way before everyone else. Way before anyone else. And I'm looking down at my notes, so if you see me, because I channel a lot of different messages, so I just like to make sure that I'm getting them all to you. But the theme here is Hercules. The theme here is Hercules. There was a time where Scorpios had became Hercules. And they became strong and boastful and prideful, but they did not know where to harness that power, but they did not go trampling all over the whole town right when they got those powers. You see, when Scorpio found out that they were Hercules, they went back into their lair and was like, let me go sit down and learn how to be Hercules. This is something that we can learn from Scorpios. They actually took the time to sit back and think about everything that they've done to us as a collective. So if you're doing anything wrong to a Scorpio at this time, I don't really think that's the smartest thing that you should be doing. Because a Scorpio will fuck you up right now and not even tell you. And that's why they're so laughing. That's why when I was channeling them, I felt like this sinister grin behind everything. It's like, I wish you would. I wish you would try me. Because the strength that has been garnered over the last few years for Scorpio, you guys learned very fast that you cannot stay in a spot where it is stagnant and where it's slippery and sad. You cannot stay there. And you know that. So when you realize that you have the strength to move on, and you have the strength to kind of look at yourself and be like, maybe I did this or that to cause this or that. I mean, we might as well call you the queen or the king. Because no one wants to own up. Scorpio. No one wants to own up. And when you realize that everything that you were projecting was from the inside, because as above is so below, when you realize that, you hit a complete 180. You hit a complete 180. You were like, I'm never stepping back into that mindset again. Because it slowed me down. I missed out on opportunities. I missed out on friendships. I missed out on jobs. I missed out on everything because I was sitting here worried about this situation when I know they're going to get their karma. And a lot of you know that because you've had the intuition for a while now. And you've been thinking about how you're going to deliver this communication. But you don't really have to. I mean, you could if you want to, but the universe is going to give it to them anyway. Scorpio. Looking at your energies. You're kind of done. Scorpio is done. Looking at all of this, you're done with everything being confusing. You're done with all of the emotional things. You're done with all this, like, you're kind of like, okay, we've been in the dark elements. Now I'm fucking over it. So what's next? What do we do next? Because at this point, we're kind of in a realm where I understand it already. So why are we continuing to play this scene over and over and over again, but I already know the lines and I already know the plot? That's how you feel. Because you are Zeus's child. And you are meant to continue on, no matter what. And you know this. And you've been very strategic as far as how you're going to go about this. Because something happened to where, like, yes, it pissed you off, but it also made you laugh because you're like, wow, this person really crossed me. Something is about to happen. And you know it. You know it, and you're very patient. This reading is not going to be long because Scorpios, what you have is a self-awareness. What you have is a knowing of your emotions. You have a longing for someone to feed the way your emotions come out, but at least you know. At least you have something to start with, which is basically, you know how you want to be treated. A lot of people don't know how they want to be treated. But you set your boundaries. Or you will be setting your boundaries. And people are going to be like, shit, I don't want to fuck with her. I don't want to fuck with him. Because they know what they want. You have to know what you want. You have to. Or else, I mean, you'll just get trampled over. You guys know that. It happened to you. And normally you don't get trampled over. Normally you don't let people like run all over your emotions. But somehow that shit happened. And you were just like, okay. Something happened this year where you were just like, okay. Now I really want to see how karma works. Now I really want to see how all this plays out. Because the way people were treating you was not right. I can tell you that. And you knew it. And you knew it. You knew it the whole time. You was just sitting back. You were like, okay, so you want to act like that? I'm not even about to do nothing. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. Because you didn't do anything. You still focused on yourself. Scorpio, you focused on yourself first. So whatever they try to say with the stigma, like, yeah, Scorpios are vengeful or whatever, you guys weren't vengeful in this situation. You were like, okay, I see what these people are doing. I see what this person is doing. I'm going to step off. And I'm going to just do my own thing. And I'm going to try to make a plan. But I'm going to glow up. And these people are going to be very upset when I come out glowing and they come out not showing anything. This is your month of redemption. And so will Leo season. Leo season will be the same. Because people think they can hide shit from you, but they really can't. Scorpio. You know everything and nothing at the same time. So it's like when you look people in their eye and they're lying to you, it's kind of like, wow, you're really scared of me. That's kind of how you look at them now. It's kind of like you're not even blaming yourself for any insecurities anymore at this point. You're just kind of like, well. Because what people don't understand is that Scorpio has been silently hurting for a while now. They've been silently hurting for years before. But nobody was paying attention to Scorpio. Because Scorpio is that bitter person. Scorpio wants revenge. Scorpio is this. Scorpio is that. Scorpio is jealous. Nobody wanted to pay attention to you. So you were like, okay, I'm about to go in my own little cave and I'm about to work on myself by myself. And then we see what's good. And you saw what's good. And so you know everything that you want. So you've set your boundaries, you've asserted them. So now it's like when love or anything comes into your life, they're going to know they can't play any shit with you because they know what you want. And that's how it's always going to be. That's how it's always going to be. And I mean, What more could you ask for, Scorpio? I mean, this is all you wanted, right? You just wanted to understand the belly of the darkness that is self. So here you are. Do you like it? You know, what can you do to work with it? Because you're not bitter. But at the same time, you're smirking. And I get it. Happy 4th of July, Scorpio. Read my extended below. I'll see you.